Sonic Frontiers is finally out, and me and Simon finally got the chance to play it. We've been playing it as much as we possibly could, and my eyes are kind of burnt out from playing so much today. But I'm loving it. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. My name is Josue.
I'm Simon.
Let's just talk about Sonic Frontiers real quick.
So, like Josue said, the game has just come out. Pretty early review, if we're being blatantly honest, because I know he's not done, and I'm nowhere close to done. I've only played around like 2 hours of the game so far, and as someone who actively shits on a lot of Sonic games, I'm very, very surprised and very, very happy with what I'm playing so far. I was not expecting this at all. I was telling Josue early on that people are getting very, very hyped for this game, and I was very worried about it because it looked like Breath of the Wild, but even more empty. And being empty is one of my biggest pet peeves in a video game. I hate it when it feels like there's literally nothing going on. Like there's nothing in the world itself. It's just like a giant sandbox, and there's just things here and there to make it a game. But somehow, it actually works to Sonic benefit to have a sandbox like this.
Yeah, especially because there's so many just rails everywhere. One of those springs are everywhere. So like, and on top of that, like, they lead somewhere. They lead always to something that will help you. When it comes to unlock. Yes, exactly. Like these are all things that are going to help you in one way or another. To advance either the story or the side quest.
And that's really hard design. I'll make that very, very clear. It's really, really, really hard to design a game where when you have all these random objects here and there in the open world, that when you take a path, there's a seamless path to continue going down. Yes. Because there's so many times in the game where I'm hitting a rail and then a bunch of those bouncy ball things, and then I land somewhere and I see where I need to keep going and I can keep going, and I feel like I'm not slowing down. I actually feel like I'm going very, very fast, like a Sonic character would. It's actually really, really cool they did that, because I thought it was going to be a lot of random shit. You do a bunch of loopy-loops and cool tricks, and then Sonic just awkwardly stops somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, actually, you're saying loops. I didn't even see many loops to begin with.
I've seen two already, and they were dope. They were really dope.
Yeah. Everything is going just so smoothly. Way more smoothly than last 3, like, I don't know, last 2 or 3 Sonic games.
Honestly,
I mean, if we're
it feels like a new dev team worked on this, honestly.
Oh, dude, I mean, you know what it really is though, because it's obviously still Sonic Team doing this. It's really more so the fact that they finally had time to put work into this. It's been 5 years, bro. 5 years since Sonic Forces, and if you were to compare these 2 games, it's night and day.
It's night and day, dude.
I think Sonic Forces. Did you ever play Sonic Forces?
Yeah, not because I wanted to. It was more so that there was nothing else to do in the what's it called, the Target that I was at, while waiting for my homie to finish buying what he had to buy. It was a Switch. You know, the Switch kind of setups they have in Target. And one of the demos was Sonic Frontiers. So I was like, sure. I mean, not Sonic Forces. So I was like, sure. And I really didn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, that was my little experience. Sonic Forces. That's it. That's my whole experience.
I played it. I got it for $10. I think I told you this on the Switch store, and I thought that was like, for a $10 game, I was okay with it. You know, I only played it like maybe 2 levels every night.
$10 probably great.
I'm like, for that, like, I'm not mad, but for someone who paid $60,
this is a rip off. Yeah.
That sucks.
So far, this is living up to it.
Night and day.
Honestly, man. It feels like Sega's just getting this shit together in general, between the movie, TV show coming out soon, and this. It seems like Sega finally is like, let's fucking get this right, dude. We have an iconic IP and fans who are diehard loyal to us. We need to at least give them what they deserve over all the fucking bullshit we've been in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and I think they did a lot of really great, and I don't know about the word safe, but they made moves that made a lot of sense. One of them is obviously hiring, I believe his name is Ian Flynn, the writer from the comics, which I know you haven't gotten to a point yet where a lot of dialogue has happened, but for comparison's sake, for everyone listening, I'm about the first area done. Like that first area that you're in, I've 100%ed almost literally everything.
The island, right?
Like, that first part of the island,
yeah,
like continues. So that first part, I have 100% in everything. Simon, you're about only what 3 separate spaces in?
I checked PS5 and PS5 says I'm 28% done with the island.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But that and you missed Amy the entire time.
Mhm. You know how like right before Amy, it's just like, oh, Sonic is now free reign to go everywhere he wants.
Yes. Yeah.
I decided to. Like, I didn't know. I really decided I'm not gonna go where they want me to go. I kind of want to see what happens because I always like it when games say you're free to do what you want, and I'm really curious to see what happens if I go somewhere they don't want me to go. Because you claimed I'm good to go now, so I didn't bump into Amy at all.
You're free. No, you're.
No, yeah, like, you're good to go.
You're free. You really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're like, go nuts.
The only thing that you can't do is like just go to the next area because you need to continue the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're fucking free.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to Ian Flynn and his impact in the game, there's a lot of moments where Amy and Sonic are talking, and bro, like, this isn't Amy and Sonic from like Sonic Adventure 2, where like Amy was whenever she saw Sonic, oh my god, Sonic, I love you. Oh my god, where have you been?
It's like cringy combo every time.
You know, like she's written as just the girl who's in love with the main character back in the day.
Absolutely.
This is a Sonic and Amy where like you can tell that they've been friends for a long time with the conversations that they were having. Like some of the conversations they had were like, I don't know about deep, but like, you know, deep for like a kid's game.
Yeah, you were telling me like, they had a conversation about essentially death.
Yeah, 2 of the Coco. The Coco. So 2 of the Cocos, whatever they are, those rock creatures, essentially died, and like they're like lamenting over. For some reason, Amy has a way to connect to talk to them. She can talk to them that in Sonic out of the time, and I was actually laughing, bro. I laughed like out loud because Sonic would sometimes be there and be like,
"What's going on?"
They're talking, and he's like, "Yes." Like it's actually funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's actually hilarious. So Sonic is one time like these two Coco died, and Amy was like looking at all of the Coco gathering around them. Amy was like, "Yo, Sonic, I don't think they know what just happened. They died." And, yeah, and like Sonic was like so like you think what just happened actually happened? Like, you know, he's insinuating that just happened, and he's not registering it. And Amy's like, I think they asked, but I think they were okay with it. I think they were
insanely, weirdly like 180 from their typical conversations in old Sonic games.
Yes, every conversation that they had in this game, none of it was about Amy like being in love with Sonic. Yeah. Only one of them kind of insinuated it, and at the same time, not really.
Even overkill.
All it was about was that Amy has a lot of love in her that she just wants to give out.
Yeah, it's not as cringy as just like her screaming "I love you" all the time.
Exactly. She was just like, I really want to just give the world so much of my love, and I feel like I haven't done that yet. And after this is over, that's all I kind of want to do for a while.
That's you may not see me for a while, say, bro.
Yeah, she said you may not see me for a while, Tommy.
What kind of game, dude? It really feels like, because I remember I told you this before we even recorded. It really feels like a much more mature Sonic. That's so weird to say. It's so weird to say.
Yeah, I know.
But it feels like a very mature Sonic because even the voice actor did a spin on his voice now where it seems so much more just mature and just dead center and serious. Like yeah. It's very much like, where are we? Like, what's going on? What do we do? Like, oh my god, like, he needs help. Like, it's very a normal person talking. And as weird as it is to say, I really think it's so weird to say, but it really just, strangely enough, humanizes Sonic. And
yes, it does!
And it makes me, like, actually fuck with him so much more because now I'm older. And I'm so tired of just, like, treating you like a kid. You know?
Yeah, like Sonic Colors, which like some people like it, but I really did not like that game because of like the way that Sonic was acting. Like,
so the way Sonic was in that one was very kiddish, but still, I like that.
Very kiddish. Yeah, but besides, going back to you played the game first, and you were telling me that Sonic sounds a lot more mature. And I was like, let's see. The second I heard his voice, I was like, oh
Yeah.
oh
Yeah. I thought, dude,
this?
I thought there was something wrong with my headphones. I thought like my audio quality was a little off. I was like, no, like he just sounds like that. What the fuck is going on? And then now I'm hearing about this dialogue you witness. I'm like, yo, what am I about to play? Like,
And I only told you just 2 of the conversations.
yeah, there's probably gonna be so much more
All
that
of
gets
their
that deep.
conversations, all of their conversations just are. It feels like it's between 2 adults.
Yeah.
It's not 2 kids. These are 2 adults experiencing what the fuck is going
Dude,
on
what
around
if
them.
Sonic like finds the meaning of life at the end of the game? It makes you fucking tear up.
Some of the conversation that they have that like it's not really that big, but I don't want to spoil it for you either.
Mhm.
Like, but it just made me go, oh, like you can tell this game was written obviously because of the guy who wrote the comics. You can tell it was written by someone who respects Sonic,
Yeah. Yeah.
who understands their character, but
Mhm.
also respects them.
Yeah. Isn't trying to fucking make it like cash grab. They actually want to make Sonic real. Someone that's actually based off old content that's been around for a while, not just some bullshit character they made, like a Sonic Boom kind of Sonic. It's not like this generic ass Sonic they made that's just like, hey, kid friendly Sonic here. Like, you know, it's very much we're building off the concepts already established. And what?
Yo, what's up? It's me, kid-friendly Sonic.
That's really what it is, though. It's like, shit, throw your 6-year-old at me, he'll fucking love it. Like, you know. But with this, like, I've been around for a while. I'm a fucking character. Treat me with respect. Like, I'm a serious character. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
I can't ever see Mario doing this, but it's really interesting to see how Sonic's doing it. You know.
But I don't think Mario should. That's not
No, yeah, Mario will always forever be known as what it is. But it's interesting to see Sonic take this route, and it's working strangely.
working very well in my opinion.
The music, by the way.
Oh.
The music so far has been pretty great. I liked, once again, I always talk about this, and probably everyone on YouTube has fucking like 40,000 video essays on this. The absence of music can be very powerful in a video game, because we all know what happened in Breath of the Wild. It was great. And Sonic does that pretty well when you're exploring. When you're exploring, it doesn't fucking do anything too crazy, but it's really subtle. You hear that subtlety in the background?
That piano.
It makes you feel like you're like wandering around, curious of your environment. Like you're new to something. It's like you're discovering something for the first time. I love that. And then when a fight breaks out or a giant event happens, the music becomes so triumphant and electric, and it's just so like in your face, dude. It just turns on and off, and I can't describe it. It's just some of the best music I've ever seen Sonic kind of like dump on us in a long time.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some of the best music I've heard in video games
Period.
in a long time,
Dude.
Like,
Honestly, not so much as cyberspace, dude. The cyberspace levels music, oh my gosh.
There's 3 songs in particular that I need to shout out. It's level 1, 2.
Yes. Oh my god.
I was replaying that level trying to get like 100%, trying to get all the missions done.
That's another thing too. Can we talk real quick before we go into the music? The replayability of levels is so nice. Cause just like how you said it, dude, when I finished the level, I was like, that level banks so hard. I want 100% it so bad. Let me go back.
It's so short that you're like,
You can,
why not?
I can do this. I can definitely 100% this. And I liked it so much, I'll never get tired of doing it.
Yeah, and on top, there's some levels. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but like every single cyberspace level is obviously based off a previous Sonic level,
Which is really dope.
like something in the past. So like you have Green Hill. I'm not gonna spoil it. But 1, 2 is based off of what? Was it an Angel Island zone from like I think Sonic?
Probably.
and Knuckles,
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But like some of the levels is like Chemical Plant Zone, which
Obviously is gonna be there, and we're gonna lose our mind.
There's one though I'm not gonna say, but you're gonna be like, oh shit!
Yeah.
But
I imagine.
yeah, but what was I gonna go with that?
You were talking about the music in 1, 2, but
Yeah, regardless, I was going somewhere specific with that, but it doesn't matter. The music in 1, 2, phenomenal. Like that was like I could listen to that,
dude,
all day.
It's so good.
I don't know if you know anything about the fishing minigame in this game.
Nah, you did it already?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm not gonna say something specific about
Big
that.
the fucking cat gonna show up? Is Big the fucking cat gonna show up? Big the fucking cat's in this game. I knew it.
It's so
There's
fire.
no way you thought that you were gonna mention fishing and I wasn't gonna assume Big the fucking cat was gonna be the one.
So fire, bro.
Really?
It's so Yo, just seeing him made me go.
This is like it seems like a giant love letter, no?
Huh?
It seems like a giant love letter. A lot of these references to old Sonic games.
Yeah, I thought you would have known it because they actually revealed it before. Like it was like,
Oh, I know.
like the marketing for the
I
game.
know.
Yeah. They showed big before for this game, but the music for that,
Amazing for fishing,
fishing, I could do it all day.
dude.
The music was phenomenal.
This game's insane.
And then I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Again, once you beat this area, something very specific happens.
Mm-hmm.
And the music for that made my heart like literally go.
He was like, "Holy fuck!"
I know Sonic always has really great music, but
Mhm.
this was on a different.
Would you say it's like a level of like a Kingdom Hearts boss where it's like just triumphant, like "Fuck, let's go." Different. Interesting.
Different, but the feeling is similar. Where
The
it's
feeling
like your
is
heart.
Dude, those are the
Like-
best moments in gaming when you realize you're playing a good game. Is when it makes you feel that shit. Where you're like, "Fuck, dude, my heart's racing, my palms are sweaty. Let's go."
It's the kind of shit that like. What happens after you beat the area is the kind of shit that makes you go like, "Alright, I gotta talk to you later. This is important." And you hang up, and then nothing in the world matters to you. Like
You zone out. You zone out.
if calling you saying that they're dying, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, I'm literally, I'm in the flow right now. Do not break me out the shit.
The only reason I got out of the flow is because we needed to record this, and part of me was like really.
Yeah, remember you texted me at 9:30 like, "Yo, you ready? You setting up?" And like, that's a normal question. We always ask each other, "Are you setting up?" But like knowing you were just playing this game, back of my head thinking it's like him saying, "You sure you wanna record? You want this tomorrow or something, man?"
Oh no, I don't need it tomorrow. I just need a 15. Just 15. Give me 15, bro. But it's fine. It's still there. I'm gonna get back to it right after. But all I'm saying is that the music,
Amazing.
phenomenal.
I will
But,
also say, unless you have another point,
I do,
combat,
but go.
combat so good. I really think one of the most flawed things in a lot of Sonic games is how repetitive the fucking homing attack is. And that's kind of like a lot of what.
Homing attack feels powerful.
In this game, yes. In this game, yes. Well, I can say that in a minute, but I really do feel like a majority of the Sonic games, homing is just the thing. That's kind of it. Like everything else kind of seems meh. But in this game, not only does like the homing feel fucking good, like when you hit somebody, it slows down a little bit, so it feels like an impact. Like when you beat a boss in Kingdom Hearts, you know, that slow kind of like camera thing.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, it happens a little. It happens a little quicker, but still, it's fucking nice. And then you have the homing attack, but after the homing attack, you can keep mashing the button, and Sonic gets these punches and kicks out that feels so organic. And then they also make it flow really well with the bounce. He also has the bounce move that he has in old games. They brought that back, and it feels really good too. And there's gonna be a million more abilities in the future, but just the first ability alone made me go, "This game is gonna be nice." It was the fucking what's it called?
The circle, like you got to circle around it.
I can't remember what it's called, but that circle thing. First time I did it, I was
A
like,
cyclone.
that felt good. Because I remember the first like kind of like big enemy you fight, you have to do it to it multiple times. And
For real?
yeah, but I remember there was like a spinning top thing that sent missiles at you.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Dude.
Titan. I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
I had a moment where I was like, I'm having like a game demo at E3 moment right now. Where it's Sonic, like, he's going around the robot and it's shooting missiles at him. And the camera is so cinematic. Where it looks like Sonic's outrunning all the missiles while setting up the next attack. And I'm just like, this game is... Combat is nice, dude. I was losing my mind, dude. I loved it so much. Fuck.
You're gonna have a couple more moments like that. You're gonna have a couple more. There's one specifically that, like, I didn't want to hit you up at all because I don't know if you were playing or whatever. But let me know. I have a very specific. I'm very confident that you're gonna hit me up about something very specific.
Are you referring to probably like Sonic running up an enemy?
Oh, I'm talking about a very specific enemy in the game that
So
like, when you see it, you're like, what the fuck?
Because I really want like a Sonic climbing up a giant mountain. Like if an enemy's like the size of a mountain, I want like Sonic climbing up it, like running up that bitch in a cinematic kind of view. That would make me lose my shit, dude. Like Sora, I keep mentioning Kingdom Hearts, Jesus Christ. Like Sora going up Mount Olympus in Cage 3.
Oh yeah.
I want that vibe where it's like, fuck, dude. Oh, this game is so good, man.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's how it's gonna happen. Can't wait for Goofy and Donald to show up.
It's not even. This is one specific boss that I haven't even been able to beat.
Mhm.
But and you said you've been exploring, right?
Yeah, I've been primarily exploring. Haven't really progressed with the story. I'm just kind of seeing what Sonic can do in the giant like field.
There's one. If you keep going further up, or actually further, I guess what is it? Northwest. If you keep going northwest,
You'll
see a
run into the thing you're talking about?
no, and it's very obvious. You're gonna hit me and be like, oh, that.
Like that thing's a mile away.
And once because I think you've noticed this already. Like once you approach like one of those bigger enemies, it's like a little like. It shows like the enemy it zooms in on the enemy and it says the name
the
of
health
it.
bar and the name of it.
And the music goes in, like the music starts. That happens with that. You're like,
wait, it's like Shadow of the Colossus. Like, what the fuck is this?
so that was gonna be my point. So I think one of the things that this game got right, obviously the music, but it's Sonic. It was always gonna get the music right.
Yeah.
Does not. We just didn't expect it to be in this degree.
Honestly, this is like fucking composer of the year type shit, bro. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah. This is up there. Like, and on top of that, the dialogue. Once you start exploring the dialogue, I know for a fact you're gonna start feeling like full word. But what gets me is that they managed to do this amazing blend of different gameplay styles that have worked and made it still Sonic. So like, this feels like a mix between like Sonic Unleashed or Generations, like whatever, like that better of the boost games. So like it feels like Sonic Unleashed meets Breath of the Wild meets Shadow of the Colossus, but still Sonic at the end of the day. It's not too much like Breath of the Wild. It's not too much like Shadow of the Colossus.
It takes elements of each and makes it its own.
Exactly, because I'm playing through this and I feel like it's unfair to call it completely Shadow of Breath of the Wild.
No, it's not at all. I was worried that they were gonna try to mimic Nintendo bar for bar, but playing this, I'm like, no, it's nothing like it. I think it's very, very different. The speed element adds so much to it that's so different.
Yes, exactly. And for like Link, when he's climbing shit in Breath of the Wild, that meter is like his stamina. In Sonic Frontiers, it's his boost.
Yeah.
I like that mix up because that's where it differentiates. Like that's what makes it Sonic.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you play the game, you get faster. Like, which means that, like that boost, and like you also make that boost stays longer, and like you really fucking feel the fucking speed. Like this is not like Link on a horse traveling through Hyrule. Like
this is fucking high shit, dude.
Like, yeah, well, you can get from like point A on the map to point B. Like it feels very much like reminiscent of Spider-Man. How you know in Spider-Man, you know, you can fast travel. You never did it, right? I never did.
You always just swing.
Yeah. To me, so far, like fast travel's there. Am I doing it? No.
No, yeah. I think it's also. I'm glad you mentioned Spider-Man because I think it's another example of momentum. Like if you know how to swing right, you build so much nice momentum that it feels fucking good. Same thing with Sonic. If you know how to move with Sonic and go down the right paths, you gain some serious speed and some insane skills where it's like, fuck me, he's moving. And it feels like this is how Sonic would move, you know? It feels fucking organic. I love it, dude. Fuck me, dude. I'm really amazed. I thought for a long time, and I thought about making a video about this way back when we first started Panic Brothers, but I remember I pitched it to you in like a document we had. We had a document of ideas. And one of my ideas was, it's hard to make the perfect 3D Sonic game. Yes. I remember I said that because I really thought, like, dude, how do you do it? It's so fucking hard. Like, he's so fast. How do you make him maneuver everything? And how do you also incorporate those fucking old 2D stages everyone loves? And I think for the first time, someone cracked it because this fucking game so far is doing really, really good at 3D. I like it a lot, man. It's fucking great.
Yeah, part of me still doesn't feel like it's not completely perfect.
It's not, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, what does it feel like to me? I forgot what game was like this recently, where some people were like, "Yo, this isn't." Oh, like Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Legends Arceus, yeah, really close.
Yeah, like no one's saying it's a perfect game, but you know when you're playing it, you're like,
"Yo,
you're going somewhere with it."
Yeah.
Like
Like you keep this up, the next one's gonna be even better.
And obviously we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out, and obviously they're taking inspiration from that. So that's why me and you are so excited for that. I haven't even been watching any of the trailers for that, by the way.
I've been in the complete dark. I'm going to. I know I didn't take any vacation for this or God of War, which comes out tomorrow. There's so much fucking gaming. I didn't take any vacation for either of those. What?
Vacation for Pokemon?
I'm taking vacation for Pokemon.
Oh,
I love playing Pokemon's one of the very few games where I can really just be a piece of shit and do it for like 8 hours at a time and just enjoy my day with it. I did it for Shining Diamond and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. When it came out, I was playing that shit for hours, bro.
You beat that game like this.
I was having a great time too. I mean, I think it's not a great game to be honest, but Pokemon games first runs, I'm always like, fuck, I love this so much. I love the progression, the first run of a Pokemon game.
Anything honestly that I know it's nostalgia talking, but like anything that I grew up on, like Sonic and Pokemon.
Yeah, they always hit. They always fucking hit.
Just for me, the only reason why I didn't take off for Pokemon is because of the weekend. But this was, the middle of the week.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, like that's gonna be hard to find the time. And then, honestly, I took it off for Sonic. I completely forgot God of War comes out too.
Yeah.
So now I got it coming in tomorrow.
In 2 hours, it's gonna come out digitally.
Are you buying it digitally?
Yeah, I already have it saved, but I can't play it tonight. I already told you. Really fucking want to. There's so much, dude. I wish I was like 16 right now, because there's so many good games coming right now, dude.
This month alone, just having got like, even if you told like our 16-year-old selves, like, yo, there's a new Sonic game and God of War and Pokemon. Same
You'd
month.
be like, hey, yo, wait, hold on, what's going on this month? Hold on, what's going on?
Like, this is a crazy fucking month.
If Breath of the Wild 2 dropped holiday, this would have been a crazy end of the year. This would have been a wild ending. Nintendo would have made fucking bank, bro.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about Sonic Frontiers, and I think it's just been me and my overall state in gaming lately. I don't know how you feel. But lately, as much as I love gaming, and I still do, I always have to do my best to make time for it. Like, I think there's a difference between just playing just to play it and playing because you're like, this game is sweeping me away. This game is literally making me remember why I fell in love with gaming in the first place.
Yeah. It's one of those very rare moments where it's like, fuck, I feel like I'm a kid again, like no care in the world, like I'm being sucked in. That's so rare, and it's so nice when it happens.
I haven't experienced that this year except for one moment, and it was I don't think you played it yet. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, but I remember you told me how hard that hit.
That Guardians of the Galaxy game made you feel like that, especially because it was like no bullshit. All the unlockables were in the game, like all the cosmetics. You can like it felt like a very old school game, and it's like, oh yeah. And this makes me feel like that again. Like I'm just like, shit. This is why I fucking fell in love with Sonic as a kid.
Yeah.
This is why I fucking love this kind of game. And on top of that, there's no other game like it. That's been that kind of magic with Sonic in a way.
Sonic is a very unique game, and no one ever wants to touch it because everyone's like, I'm good. I don't think I can do better than they have ever tried to.
Yeah, it's kind of weird where like Mario in a sense has always been like a trendsetter in a way where like a lot of like, games try to copy.
Yeah, they've all become platformers.
Sorry, my cat just opened the door by herself.
I'm about to say, what was that creak?
It was Cinnamon, just my cat, just opening the door by herself. She literally grabbed the door edge.
She grabbed it?
Yeah, she grabbed it. She literally grabbed the edge and said, "I need to go."
What the fuck? Yeah. I thought she just used her head to like pop it open and leave. I mean, and enter the room.
No. She literally just like did like what a human does, like just grab the door and like, open it. That was crazy. That was so weird. Anyways, that was so weird. So, what I was gonna say, like, Mario and Zelda to me are like two examples of games where like other games try to copy them, like, and usually successfully too.
Yeah.
Like same thing with like Metroid, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like Sonic is like very, like you said, very unique. No one else has really tried to copy Sonic.
It's so hard to implement.
Which makes it a very unique. Like it's like it can't just be like, damn, I want to play that one fucking game I can feel fast as fuck. There's no.
There's literally no game like that. There's no game where you're gonna have a platformer / speedster like a NAS. I mean like like a what's called Gran Turismo type beat. Like it doesn't work unless you're doing Sonic.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I think the Sega knows they have that. They know they have the uniqueness, and they finally realized like, oh, we finally fucking found a way to make that our own by making a really good version of it. You know?
Exactly. Because the second you have another platformer, is this game even considered a platformer? Just like an adventure game.
I think it's a platformer /
adventure.
Yeah, it definitely has elements of a platformer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does. It does. Especially the cyberspace.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. So like, as the second you introduce another platformer that is any platformer, right? If a company came out with a platformer, no one's ever gonna say, "Oh, they're copying Mario."
Yeah.
But the second you have a platformer with a speed element to it, which sounds like a very basic idea, like yeah, sure, why wouldn't you? Everyone's gonna be like, "Dude, that's just Sonic."
Dude, it's just Sonic.
Sonic.
What did you add that's different?
It's crazy. You're right. I think Sega definitely knows what they have, the power of that.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad they finally realized it, because it would be such a shame that we would just know Sonic at its best when it first came out and never really got to peak again. So I'm glad it's finally fucking peaking. The only thing is, what do you think comes after this? You think they're gonna, because obviously it's not gonna be for a while. They're not gonna work on something like this project again. But would you continue this formula? You think? It's hard to say.
It's hard because this is now the 5th game with Boost, and I think it works. I think they found a winning formula with the Boost.
It's definitely the best game with Boost.
Yeah, I think this is I think one of the things that everyone at least perked their ears up when it comes to Sonic Unleashed was that even though Sonic Unleashed people have their thoughts about it, whatever, but everyone knew that those daytime stages, everyone was like, this is something, right?
Yeah.
There's magic in this. And obviously they continued in Generations, and this is now our 5th game with it. This is probably the best implementation of it. But are we gonna want another Generations game? Sorry, another Boost game with this? And on top of that, one of the things that kind of got me into Sonic, and I know you too, was, and probably a lot of people too, able characters. Almost every single game before Sonic Unleashed, a Sonic always had more than just Sonic you can play as. A fully utilized moveset and shit like that. Tails, even Tails all the way back in Sonic 2. I think the only way you can move forward with this, because so far, I don't know, I haven't gotten spoiled on this. I don't know if it's true. I don't know anything. Sonic Frontiers has no other playable characters but Sonic.
At least so far, it looks like, yeah.
That's what it's looking like. And if you can have another game like this where you can still have this element, open world-ish, whatever,
with other characters,
have Tails in it, have Knuckles be a part of it too.
I feel like it's so hard to implement though, because you have to. I think the open world has changed so much for each character. Each character plays so differently, you know. You have to change the whole open world aspect for each one.
That's true, but I think you can. Something similar to Sly Cooper with 3 different characters, 3 different play styles, but they all explore the world differently. You can have Knuckles.
It's so just be at the end of the day, so it's gonna be a challenge though in the open world, but it's not a bad idea. I like your idea a lot. It's just how do you implement that, you know? I think for sure Sega right now, that's the last thing on their mind right now is what we do next. But I just know when it does come up, they can be like, "Fuck, that was a really good game. What do we do now, boys?"
Yeah, and everyone's talking about it too. Everyone's talking about this game.
It just sucks that it came out the day before God of War. The God of War's immediately gonna fucking just bury it in terms of trending page.
To be honest,
no, it will.
It's 2 different audiences.
Nah, it still will. I'm telling you, God of War would definitely overshadow this. It 100% will. Dude, God of War is one of people's all-time favorite fucking games. Yeah. And not just nostalgia factor. I'm talking the last fucking, what was it, 3-4 years ago that it came out, somewhere around there. This is a really recent GOAT. And people are saying it's a 10 out of 10 again. There's gonna be a lot of people talking about this more than Sonic for sure.
The only reason why I feel differently, because part of me actually thinks this is a pretty smart move.
You think?
Weirdly enough, I feel like it's a very similar, not the same thing. The same thing. I know the circumstances were different. When Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal came out on the same day, I felt like it was hitting 2 different audiences.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I do think
and that's why I'm
I do
kinda
think there's a lot more overlap in Sonic and God of War than there is in Animal Crossing and Doom, though.
I agree, but only reason why I'm thinking this is, can you look like imagine this scenario where it's like you, a dad, bringing your kid to, let's say, Best Buy, GameStop, wherever you're picking up games now. Like, dad is picking up God of War. Kid is gonna want the new Sonic game within the same day or say same week, coming out.
I
Like
think it's such a niche.
different
thing, though.
audiences were like different audiences. You're not gonna have like the younger generation probably playing God of War. Maybe you are, obviously, but
You could have it. It's really hard to say. I just think you just let it breathe for a week. I feel like I think Sonic would benefit from a week of fresh air.
I do agree with you. But like, let's say even like on the Switch and Xbox, like everyone's gonna be playing Sonic. It's only
it's only the PS heads. Yeah, that's a fair point too. The exclusiveness does change a lot.
Exactly. Like, isn't Sonic Frontiers on PC also? I think it is. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's on PC. Oh, actually, the Sega published their stuff on Steam. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, Sonic Adventure Battles on there and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably on Steam. It's probably on Steam then.
Oh yes, it is. It is.
Yeah,
I just looked it up. It's on Steam. Like,
yeah.
Like that's
The
another big.
accessibility is a huge part of it too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, different audiences. Obviously, God of War on its own can stand on its own. Like, duh, it's God of War. The IP is stupid.
Yeah.
But like Sonic, it's Sonic.
Yeah.
Dude.
I get that, but I still think that at the end of the day, we have to admit God of War is probably going to outcrush them in terms of popularity.
I agree, but I do think that Sonic audience, like that Sonic fan base goes stupid.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely. I just think that big cojones to drop the day before, arguably the biggest game of the year.
I agree.
That's giant balls, bro.
Not just that, but also big cojones. That means that Sega has enough confidence in their IP.
Yeah, honestly, that's right. You can have your God of War shit. I think we're gonna sell.
Exactly, because on top of that, both IPs are dropping the week before Pokemon. So like, and obviously me and you are gonna be like, God of War, what are you doing? Because like, it's Pokemon.
I have no idea how to balance all three of these. I don't even know which game I'm gonna beat first. I'll probably Pokemon actually. I'll probably beat Pokemon first. But still, like,
I feel like you're the type to be like, I'm dropping everything. It's Pokemon.
Yeah, like when Pokemon comes out, I was like, all right, let me 100% this real quick, and then I'll get back to you too.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna guess your order, it's me. Pokemon, God of War, Sonic.
Yeah, you got it right. I'm pretty sure, once Pokemon's done, I'll try to play both, but, like, I'll definitely lean towards God of War because the story of God of War probably gripped me a lot harder than the Sonic story.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's definitely gonna be Sonic, Pokemon,
God of War. We're so different.
Because I really like God of War. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it's definitely nowhere near, like, your classics, Yeah,
like, I bought that. I bought Sonic Frontiers a long time ago. I bought God of War like pretty
literally
recently.
like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh shit, I should probably play this. Like, I should probably pick this up.
That's so wild to say about game, like a potential game of the year. It's like, oh yeah, I should probably play this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be. Actually, what competition does it have, right?
What's it called? Elden Ring. Yeah, but I do think Elden Ring is gonna get beat. I think it's gonna outdo Elden Ring. Because a lot of people did claim Elden Ring was a really good game, but I did not see straight 10 out of 10s. I did see some 9 out of 10s for some reviewers. God of War has only been 10 out of 10s, which is fucking crazy. And you also have to remember, Elden Ring's not for everyone. That shit's hard as fuck. God of War is definitely easily accessible to a lot more people who don't want to fucking kill themselves.
That's why I'm never gonna play Elden Ring.
Dude, I'm like 80 or 75% done with that game, and like every time I boot it up, I'm like, all right, let's just keep going, bro. We got it. It's like, plan is this, strategy is this. You play this guy 40 times already. 41 ain't shit. I do 5 more attempts, I'm like, fuck this game, and I turn it back off again, dude. I'm stuck. I legit can't move beyond the point I'm at right now, dude. I have no idea how to get past them. I'm getting my ass beat every time.
Part of me, I guess so turned off by with games like that, dude. That's why I never even play like games on hard mode because I always want. I
just want to beat it, dude. I just want to say I beat.
Yeah, I know.
Because I still have never beat a From Software game. And I'm so tired of saying I've never beat one. I want to say I beat fucking one, dude. And this is gonna be the fucking one, dude.
You want to be at a party and talk to a girl and be like, yo, guess what?
Remember Elden Ring? No? Okay, well, I beat it. You impressed?
You know what I mean. I platinum it, platinum is.
No? Okay, cool. You have a boyfriend? Oh, okay. Does he have Elden Ring? Oh, okay.
Can I talk to your boyfriend?
But he's like not even into Elden Ring. He was like, oh, bro, that's just fucking whack. I tried it, couldn't beat it, returned it. Okay. So no one's gonna be impressed by this. I'm more of a Sekiro person, actually.
Imagine a girlfriend says that.
She somehow actually does fuck with From Software, but Elden Ring is like the one thing she doesn't fuck with. It's like, how the fuck did this happen? Who are you?
Exactly. How did this turn against me so fast? I think the one, if we're talking about Game Awards, if there's anything that Sonic Frontiers should win, I think me and you're gonna agree with this. It's music at least. It needs to win.
Yeah.
I don't know about other music. I'm sure it's good, but I
think it has a good chance to be nominated for Adventure Game of the Year.
Isn't there a category for family game?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna win family game, to be honest. Oh, you know, it definitely will win. Graphics.
Oh no!
That's one thing we have not talked about yet. The graphics in this game they're not terrible, but they're definitely not amazing, dude. The rain effect in this game is so hard to look at.
You said the rain effect to me. There was a moment where I see the rain effect. Don't get me wrong. I saw it. I get it. There was a moment where you fall out of I'm not saying out of bounds, but like I fell I was falling to the rain to the water outside the island, and I saw how the water touched the land. It was very you know what I mean. You know exactly.
Shit. Yeah, under the hood shit.
I was like, oh, that to me makes me go you're not gonna win. That was
it's definitely not a beautiful. If God of War and Sonic are going head to head in a visual fight, it's not even fucking close, dude.
Yeah, no, I know. There was also another moment where Sonic was talking to that woman. I think her name is Sage. That girl, that human girl. You know what I'm talking about? They were talking, and I just saw Sonic do let's say Sage is over here. Jeez. Sonic goes. And he's supposed to go and Sonic is this way, but he's supposed to go, oh, so, blah, 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 blah.
But he didn't even look at her?
No, but he did. And I caught this. I don't know if you're going to catch it. I don't know what happened, but it just went, oh, so, oh, fuck, I wish I can just explain it.
It was a slight turn while he was talking?
Instead of, turning like this, it went.
Oh, okay, I know exactly what it's like if you're programming something. You're like, okay, now twist 180. So so Sonic's model legit just goes, okay.
Yeah, but it was subtle. It was like you have to really be paying attention to that.
Yeah, but you can definitely notice if you're looking at it. Yeah. Did he just rotate 90?
There you go. Yeah, it was like rotate 18 degrees. It was so subtle, but it was very come on.
You know for a fact a developer was gonna miss a deadline. He was like, fucking no one's gonna fucking notice. I'm just gonna hit rotate 18, dude.
Exactly, because it was like a cutscene that
it's so just small compared to the rest of the game. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's so funny. It was no one's gonna fucking notice.
It was so funny because it didn't take me out of me liking the game, but it was very
noticeable. He was like, okay, well that hurts.
Exactly.
Anyway,
God.
Anything else?
Yeah. Oh, I'm having a great time. I actually can't wait to get back to it.
If you're listening to this or watching this, highly recommend getting it.
Yeah, I want to finish this game literally as soon as possible, but I feel 100%ing it. It has that element to it.
I definitely feel like I'm going to have a lot of days where I'm just I'm fucking feeling like shit. I'm just gonna run a couple fucking cyberspace levels, something like that. But I don't think I'll ever 100% it. But I definitely do think there'll be days where let me just get more collectibles and see how far I can get. I definitely won't get to 100, but I'll just be bored one day and try to get there.
I will say, and I think you will agree with this. At the very least, this is the one game out of all the Sonic games so far. You feel the most. It would make you feel the most compelled 100% just
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
are
yeah.
everywhere. Like
It's
something
definitely
about that.
not. It's definitely not like a chore. It definitely feels like it's fun to actually go out and venture and find everything.
Yeah, and compared to like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I've tried doing this before. Where like I wanted to like S rank the missions.
Hmm.
Those missions can be so like
Yeah,
not only
tedious and
hard, but
long.
obviously like it
Yeah.
takes forever. Yeah,
Meanwhile, this is like a short, simple. Okay, boom.
exactly. So like again like for one of the levels for level 1 2 cyberspace level 1 2. I don't know
Hmm.
what they're called. But one
Yeah, it's
two.
like 1 2. I think it's 1 2.
Yeah. So like the hardest part about that mission was getting the S rank,
Yeah.
and because of how fast it is, how
Hmm.
quick it is, it's only a minute long.
Yeah, he has a
Only
quick
1 minute
reaction
long.
time.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, I can do this, and so maybe 30 minutes, give or take, for me, I was able to
Hmm.
get that S rank, and it
Yeah.
felt so
Because you're
rewarding. It was
constantly
the kind of
trying and trying and improving and getting
yeah,
better. It's like speedrunning essentially.
yeah.
You're getting better at the run.
Literally like speed running.
Yeah.
Once you get into that mood for yourself, I
Hmm.
know for a fact that you're gonna be like, I can do this. I know it.
And
You
then
just said it earlier.
once you finish, you're like, fuck yes! Like you feel fucking good. Like I did that shit, dude. I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean.
You get S rank on any of them yet, or not?
Oh no, 1 1. But it was kind of crazy. I got 1 1 S rank on the first try.
What?
I
Really?
flowed. I flowed, dude. I flowed. I got all
Wow,
the. I
that
got all
actually
the.
took me a minute.
I got all the 5 like red coins and shit. I mean red. Whatever they called. Red stars, red coins.
Yeah, yeah.
I got shit on the first try and I was
First try?
zooming, dude. I was zooming. I was really shocked. Like, damn, bro. Like, I fucking aced that shit, bro. But then 1 2, I was like, yeah,
It's harder.
yeah.
It's
I was like,
harder.
this
It's
is
harder.
this is a different level.
Humble you.
I gotta. I bumbled.
Yeah.
I was like, I definitely need to like memorize this fucking level.
Yeah. There's I think I want to say like 3 levels. 3 of them are like very like you can get everything done in one try.
Hmm.
Like for me, I was like, oh, easy. Like, but 1 2,
Hmm.
1 7, I want to say, and 1 6 are gonna make you go, oh.
This
Do
is
1 6.
different.
I fucking fuck no. I fucking hate 1 6, and I think
It's
you're gonna
that
understand
bad?
why once you get to it. No, it's not like the worst thing ever. Like it's still very like maybe give it like 15 minutes. You'll be able to get it.
Hmm.
Like you'll see why. I think once you get to it, like hit me up and you'll see. And I think me and you, the second it starts,
You'll know.
we'll know exactly why.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah, and 1 7, I think it's just gonna be very like you're gonna be like, okay. So I don't want to say nothing.
My
I have a
reflection's
feeling that
playing
me
for
talking
me.
like this. I have a feeling that me talking like this makes you kind of think like can make you guess why.
I have a feeling what 1 7 is gonna be, but I'm gonna wait to get surprised. But I have a very strong feeling what the fuck it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll text you like if you're either gonna get 2 messages, either I fucking called it or oh fuck, this is more fire than I thought. But I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Keep a straight face. I just want to hear what what you're thinking.
What? Like?
Keep a straight
Oh, you're
face.
not gonna react to it?
I'm gonna react to
The
it.
beginning of Sonic Adventure 2.
Alright.
Meanwhile, in your head, he got it, bro. You go crazy.
Nothing. Not saying nothing.
If that's 1 7, I'm gonna be bricked up, dude. I'm gonna pause the game and fucking get like the biggest fucking like fucking what's it called, the glass of wine, chug that shit and have a fucking day, bro. Just fucking I gotta get drunk for this. Hold on. Hit that shit. I might even get S rank and just keep replaying it for the memories.
Yeah. The only thing I wish that each level had songs, the same songs. Like Chemical Plant Zone, I wish it was like the
Ash
song
Kill
for
Plant
Chemical-
Zone. Yeah, but it's kind of, it's nice
It's
to see
its
them
own-
also
it's
try
its
new
own
songs
sound.
too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's its own sound, which I'm
Yeah.
fine with. We talked a lot. We talked a lot longer than I expected, but
It's all good. It was a good. I think it was a good discussion. That was our review of Sonic Frontiers, though. For those who are listening and watching, like we said, highly recommend buying it. If you have already and you played it after watching this, please let us know what you thought about it. Comment below on what you think about Sonic Frontiers, what you liked, what you didn't like. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Hopefully, we'll get you guys some more video game content in terms of reviews very, very soon. Until then, I've been Simon. We've been the Panic Brothers. I'm Simon. This is Josue. And we'll see you guys later.
once upon a time I was Simon. Now I don't even know who I am. I'm still
I'm
exploring that.
cutting. I'm
concept.
cutting. I'm cutting.